Hey there, Andrea, pharmacist. Um, from my last video, I had a request. It was on low testosterone for some natural herbal remedies for raising testosterone. So I found a couple. First, I want to talk about things you need to probably do if you're serious about let me get my testosterone up, is to get rid of the endocrine disruptors. And I would suggest downloading the free Yuka app. It's YUKA. And I would scan your hygiene products, your shaving cream, your shampoos, your soaps, any hygiene products that you're using. And it'll probably be really bad, but it's okay. If you click on it, on your product, it'll be on your screen, click on it, and then scroll up, and it gives you all the alternatives that do not contain these endocrine disruptors and carcinogens. And it does the work for you. So it makes it really easy. So that's the first thing. Secondly, in the video I saw, it was with a Dr. Huberman. He's a neuroscientist. He's like a professor. And he's a doctor. And he said that cell phones in your pocket, a lot of men carry their cell phone in their front pocket. He said to keep those as far away from you as possible. They're not only decreasing sperm count, but they are also, according to many studies that he's looked at, they're lowering testosterone. So, which it makes complete sense to me. The other thing is there's classes of prescription medications that lower testosterone that you could probably switch to something else if you absolutely have to be on one of these classes. The first one is the antidepressants. I mentioned that in the last video. And I did a talk about how to taper those if you are choosing to go off of those. But they lower testosterone and they also lower sperm count. It's a slow taper if you go off of those. You can't just stop them. And the next one is the opioids. The hydrocodone, the oxycodone, the pain meds, chronic pain issues. I don't know. I feel it. I don't know. They're very, very addicting. And I know people suffer from that, but they are lowering testosterone. So, also the beta blockers. These are blood pressure medications, and they end in LOL, and not like laugh out loud, because it's not funny. But they are like atenolol, metoprolol. Those are two. They're a specific class, and you can easily switch to a different class. If you're suffering from low testosterone, there's alternatives. You'd have to talk to your doctor, and they could probably prescribe something else for you. And drink hibiscus tea. I did a video about that too. It's a natural way to lower blood pressure. And you can go back and check that video out if you want. Also, the statins. They're huge. It's like I heard 1 in 4 people are on a statin drug. It's for cholesterol. I'm still doing research, but I'm going to do a whole video on that. They want everyone on those for some reason. It's like new guidelines, you know. So, anyway, there are some alternatives that aren't statins because those cause a lot of side effects. And some are pretty bad. But there's alternatives that aren't going to lower your testosterone that you would have to talk to your doctor about because they're prescriptions. So those are the medications that lower testosterone and getting rid of the endocrine disruptors. Now here's what this Dr. Huberman suggested. He's got 2 herbals that he's seen many studies about, and I did some reading on them, and they do seem to work very well. Is, I don't know, Tongkat Ali is the first one, and The company's name is Doublewood. I'm not kidding. I couldn't. Anyway, I will tell you what this one does is helps with the libido, and it also helps to control cortisol levels. Cortisol is released when you are in that flight or fright, like scared mode, the adrenaline. And a lot of people that are under chronic stress have high cortisol levels, and because they just can't calm down. And this helps to stabilize that. Because if you don't get that down, the cortisol, you end up with high blood pressure and it can lead to heart disease. So this helps with that. Okay, now I will say on the bottle it says to take 2 a day. According to what this Dr. Huberman says, the dosage range, it would be more like 1 a day of this. And it would be taken in the morning. It can have like a stimulant effect. That would be like a side effect. Trouble sleeping or something like that. But take it in the morning. It'll help to prevent that. And only taking 1 instead of 2. And, okay. Then here's the next one. Fadogia agrestis. I'll put these in the description as well. This one again, it said to take 2 a day on the bottle. This Dr. Huberman says his dose range is just 1 a day. And this is 600 milligrams per dose. He says 300. So that would be just 1 capsule. And what this one does is it mimics the luteinizing hormone, which is a hormone that your body releases to signal you to produce more testosterone. So this is doing that. It's mimicking that. So your body is just saying, hey, make more testosterone, please. With this one, it doesn't say it on the bottle, but when I was reading the literature about it, they said to do this in cycles. This one, it cycles so that you're not on it continually, so that your body doesn't lose its ability to produce its own luteinizing hormone. It gives your body a break so you don't quit releasing that on your own. But the 2 ways you can do it is 3 weeks on, 1 week off, or you can do 2 months on, 1 month off, just to give your body a break, however you want to do it. But these 2, according to this, being on both of these, according to this Huberman, he's seen studies where people can raise their testosterone up 400 points. I mean, that's huge. There are, there's the prescription. A lot of men are on those testosterone cypionate injections. The problem with those, any customers I had on those, I had never heard of somebody going up that high. I mean, maybe that's possible, and it's synthetic. So this is your natural route. There's side effects to those injections and the creams and stuff. It can strokes, issues with some trigger prostate cancers, and same thing with like the women's hormones. Those are risk factors. But these are from plants, so. But also lower sperm count when you're on synthetic hormones. Low sperm count and testicular shrinkage. So, nobody wants that. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say about these 2, but I read many reviews, and a lot of the guys were like, most of them, there was a couple that were like, well, it didn't really work for me, but most of the guys were like, they were so motivated, they had so much energy, it just improves everything. If your testosterone's in the tank, you just feel like crap. So I also know that lifting with weights increases testosterone. Most people though wouldn't want to feel like doing that, but when you get the motivation, weightlifting, that type of exercise stimulates the your body to produce testosterone. So, and these guys were talking about uh, loss of body fat, which makes sense to me because the one that decreases the cortisol, when your cortisol levels are high, you you have weight gain. It's like your body kind of shuts down the digestive system so that you can be in that attack mode. And so that's why people gain weight, especially around the middle. So this will help to improve that, the dad bod, you know. So anyway, that's my spiel about how to naturally help with low testosterone, and I hope that helps. But if you have any questions, just leave it down in the little comments, and just let me know if this helps, because I'm just going by what this little man says and the studies I've read, so hopefully that helps. And that's my spiel.